Anthony Yarde claims that one of the reasons that this fight has taken so long to make against Sergey Kovalev is that Kovalev was reluctant to agree to Vada drug testing. And he still seems to be a little skeptical about whether Kovalev is actually getting tested now or not. Yarde says that he's getting tested. He's been tested multiple times, but he doesn't know what's going on over there in Russia. Now, of course, Vada testing is a big deal, and many fighters demand it. But in this particular instance, I suspect that Yarde and his trainer, Tunde Ajayi, looked at the Kovalev-Alvarez rematch and looked at Kovalev's energy levels in that rematch and were kind of scratching their chins and furrowing their brows like, when they saw that stamina that Kovalev had in that fight. Because we've seen Kovalev in recent years have issues with his stamina. I mean, even in his fight, the last time he fought in his hometown against Isaac Chilemba, he kind of gassed there. In both Andre Ward fights, he gassed. In the first Alvarez fight, his gas tank seemed to be running low, even prior to getting clipped with that first big shot that put him down. But all of a sudden, he hires Buddy McGirt. He comes back for the Alvarez rematch. He throws loads of punches for 12 rounds and seems to have more energy in the 12th than Alvarez had in the first. I've personally never seen Kovalev throw that many punches, as far as I can remember, over the course of 12 rounds. Maybe he just trained really hard. I'm not making any accusations, but I suspect that, the vibe that I get from Team Yarde is that they're suspicious about his last performance against Alvarez, So they've insisted on Nevada testing. Hopefully, Kovalev is getting sufficiently tested out there. We want a clean sport. We always get these scandals with people getting popped for PEDs and whatnot, and everyone screaming about how rampant drugs are in boxing, including me. But I think a lot of people miss the fact that people getting caught is a good thing. You understand? Yes, people are getting popped left, right, and center. Fights are getting cancelled, and people are getting stripped of mandatory statuses and all that kind of stuff. Results are being changed. Yeah, that's happening. But it's happening because people are getting caught. So the fact people are getting caught is good. Obviously, we want even more people to get caught if possible. Then that will act as a deterrent, and it will also make boxing a little bit safer. Yeah. So I think people do miss that. If nobody was getting caught, that's when you really need to worry, because people are using, because you hear from fighters and stuff like that people are using. But if no one's getting popped, that's a problem. But when people are getting popped, then we're moving in the right direction. And, that's something people seem to miss. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Anthony Yarde, is he wasting energy and whatever, being concerned about whether Sergey Kovalev is being tested or not? Is it something that is designed to stress Kovalev out? Because Anthony Yarde and Tunde Ajayi have got a very buoyant attitude. They're very happy in the gym and whatnot. Most people are aware of their whole, the vibe. Very positive. And that's what Anthony Yarde projects in all his interviews, is a very positive and upbeat and happy young man. And it's important for a fighter to be happy, of course. Maybe they feel like Kovalev ain't going to be happy. Maybe they want to try and do whatever they can to unsettle him. Because boxing is physical, but it's also mental. So if you can get any kind of mental edge, particularly when you're the trainer, the fighters don't always try go for the mental edge. A lot of the time they're just concentrating on what they're doing. But sometimes the trainers, the managers, the promoters, they will try and unsettle the other guy and pull shenanigans, do things, say certain things to try and plant seeds of doubt. I'm sure Team Yarde would deny that they've ever tried to do anything like that. And maybe they haven't. I'm just postulating here, theorizing, speculating. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Was Kovalev's performance against Alida Alvarez in the rematch suspicious? Or did he just train harder than he's trained any time before? You know? You let me know what you think. And will this have any bearing on the outcome of the fight? Because a lot of people say Yarde is just not that good. He's been protected. It doesn't matter if there's Vada testing. It doesn't matter if Kovalev is clean or not. Yarde ain't beating him. And then there's also people on the other side of that saying it doesn't matter whether Kovalev is on something or not. Yarde is beating him because Kovalev is an old man. Kovalev has drinking problems, allegedly. Kovalev is vulnerable now. The blueprint is out there on how to beat him. And there are even some part of the pro-Yarde crowd who say it's not even to do with any of that. It's just that Anthony Yarde is better than Kovalev, and that's why he'll beat him. Proof is in the pudding at the end of the day. Hopefully the fight takes place on August 24th, and we'll find out. If the fight doesn't take place, it certainly doesn't appear as though it will be the fault of Anthony Yarde or his team. If the fight doesn't take place, at this stage, it looks as though it will be the fault of Kovalev. You know, and it has been pushed back a couple of times. I think Frank Warren in an interview yesterday said the fight's been pushed back twice now. And certainly on this occasion, you would imagine it would be because of Kovalev if it gets pushed back this time. So, yeah, let's see what happens in this fight. It's going to be intriguing. Drop your comments in the comment section below and, yeah, let me know the answers to all the questions I've asked. All right? It's happening. I'm out.